the sun,
Follow the sun.
wherever it leads. But remember, if you should fall short of your desires, remember life holds for you one guarantee: you'll always have me. And if you should miss my loving one of these old days, if you should ever miss the arms that used to hold you so close, or the lips that used to touch yours so tenderly, just remember what I told you the day I set you free. No mountain high enough, no valley low enough, no river wide enough, keep me from you. No mountain high enough.
Woo! You know, I'm glad I got to hear the whole thing, Harry, because you know when you hear a good ass song, you just gotta hear it. You gotta hear the whole thing. Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. As Harry said, you heard a few minutes ago, he listened to us on 103.5 WNHH. We're live streaming on New Haven Independent. So all you new people who have tuned in or just discovered me, hey, I sees you out there in them streets. Y'all be like, ooh, Babz, you on the radio? Yes, I am. Every day, Monday through Friday. Except when I'm not. So that was a good song. That was Diana Ross and the Supremes, baby. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ooh. Did you see her at the Met Gala? Diana Ross don't be playing. She ain't been in like 50 years. And I guess her daughter talked her into going this year. She looked amazing. She had on a dress that she designed with her son, Ross. And then the cape with the longest train ever had her children and grandchildren's name embroidered on the back of it. That's gorgeous. I mean, it's Diana Ross. She can show these kids how to do it. She just showed up with all the feathers and all the thing and the hair. And she was like, I'm here. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitches. I'm here. Let me just remind y'all how to do it. She did more than remind. She looked fabulous. And that's a Diana Ross look. I mean, she just looked amazing. And she just was on that carpet. She's on those steps at the Met Gala. And she was just like, people can say whatever they want about the Met Gala. I don't care. I love the spectacle of it. I love that it raises money for whatever it does. I don't care. Because I know I will never be able to pay for a ticket. Unless somebody gifts me a ticket or they let me sit at their table. You know, it's out of my pockets. Way out of my pockets. So if you're there, you're there. But I love the spectacle. Yes, there's all kinds of things wrong in the world. All kinds of things. Atrocious, traumatic, dramatic, inhumane things going. That is still true. The Met Gala does not cancel any of that out. The Met Gala does not make any of that untrue. It doesn't. I say this all the time. We can hold space for sorrow and celebration. That's just, we are humans like that. That's one of the perks of being human, that you can hold a great many emotions at once, in a single day, in a moment. So I love Diana Ross. I will listen. Diana Ross and Aretha Franklin, the only two women I know who could walk into a room with a damn fur on, and nobody better not even think about throwing nothing on them. And I would throw Sophia Loren in that mix, and I would throw maybe Lauren Bacall, or yeah. If Elizabeth Taylor was alive, Elizabeth Taylor. But I think some of these women have long since given up wearing animals like that. But if they didn't, then, oh well, don't mess with them and don't come for them. So, anyway, it's a day. It's a lovely day. I think the weather is good. What is the weather? What is the weather? 62 degrees. It's not exactly warm, but the high is supposed to get up to like maybe 70, and then drop down to the 50s. Woo. So Wednesday it'll be 78. Thursday, all right now, y'all get your 80 degrees. I don't want to hear a damn thing from nobody. Like I better not hear nobody say, "Oh, it's so hot. I can't take it." Nope, 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 nope. No, we're gonna go right with it. We're gonna go right with it. We're gonna go right with it. So Wednesday, so tomorrow it'll be 74. Wednesday 78, Thursday 84, Friday 80, but it's gonna rain Friday. Saturday 73, it's gonna rain. Monday 77. So we're getting some weather in here, getting some warm weather. Because I feel like, when I look over my social media and my friends here in New Haven got fireplaces going. When they got fireplaces going, I know something. I know something. So uh, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. So anyway, yeah. June is busy. June is, this play, is not just one night only. It's over the 2 weeks of the 2 weeks of the festival. So it's got like every weekend starting. Let me see. Opening night is, Lord, next week, next Friday. I'll be back from retreat. So Friday and Saturday, a Sunday performance. Thursday, the 19th, the 20th, 21st. That's the last performance. Oh, okay. So the last performance is that week. So it's a week, 2 weeks. It's a 2 week run. The 2 week run starting on the 13th. So we'll have a show the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th, which is Father's Day. And it's an early performance. It's a 3 o'clock matinee. So if you want to see it Sunday. Harry, you should get tickets and come see the play. And then we got some hold dates, which let's see. Yeah, I think we got some. We got some good dates. So just 2 weeks, then it'll be done. Then it shall be done. So the last one will either be the 21st or the 22nd. It was a good run. I had a good time. Would I do a play again? I don't know. This is my second one. As a grown up, being in a play. I don't know if I'll be in another one. They call me, maybe. This is what I love about my town. I ain't trying to go to Broadway or Chicago. I'm in New Haven, and I could be in a really great production in New Haven, and I could check that off my bucket list. I could literally do that. So I'm delighted to do that. And to work with my daughter is a lot of fun. She's really good at this. Do you know what I mean? Like she she really puts in the work, you know. So it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So anyway, um, yeah. So it's a busy month. Friday, I run up to Western New England to meet classmates. So I probably should go get my hair cut, get a little more color in. Um, Messing around, and I'll go see Kay. Like, Kay, I need to get a haircut, you know, and maybe go see Mr. Omar. You know, Mr. Omar. Uh, Let him cut my hair a little bit, give it a nice little trim up, and I need to do it anyway before the show. I think that'd be a nice touch to get all cleaned up. And that's all I got for now. That's all I got for now. And it's going to be a busy June. And you know, the International Festival of Arts and Ideas has started. You know, the neighbor. I don't know. I don't know if the neighborhood festivals are all done or they got one. No, they got one more, the Dixwell, which I thought might have been this weekend. And I can't keep up with these festivals, the neighborhood festivals. You know, because um, uh, the weather, the rain, and the possibility of rain makes things change and move around. I could tell you though, because I think that's important. And I think the farmers market comes back to Dixwell in June, uh, which would be nice. You know, I hope people start taking to it a little bit more. You know, so the International Festival, you know, celebrating 30 years. I think they got a good season. I wouldn't mind seeing Joshua Redmond again. I'm gonna tell you right now. Juneteenth flag raising is happening. You know, this big city read is Fahrenheit 451. Now, I have no interest in reading that right now because I feel like we are in Fahrenheit 451 or marching to it. So I'm gonna, you know, get that. There's the Lighthouse Lens Film Festival is happening. Uh, that's happening June 5th through the 8th. So if you go to the International Festival of Arts and Ideas uh, website, you'll see all the cool stuff. So so my conversation tomorrow is with Monique Martin, and she will be getting her award on June 11th, which I'm not sure I am around. I know I'm not around, so I will miss it. So I'm glad I'm having the opportunity to talk with her. Uh, and then there's a documentary on the 13th. Our play starts June 13th through the 28th. Oh, it's the 28th too? Oh, I guess so. Okay, so it ends on the 28th. So we got a long run for this play. Yeesh. Hey, I thought it was only 2 weeks, but it's a full on. All right, I'm here for it. I'm in it now. Nothing I can do but be in it. I am I am in this baby. I am so in it. So I'm good. So let's see. Yeah, it's a good run. 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 Play. I'm doing it. That's what's happening. I'm in it. So I have a few more things to do. But the big thing for me on my plate now is to make my space a livable space and go do the things that I need to do and try to pull it all together as best I can, you know, and leave this space, this uh, fortress of solitude, leave this space in the same way that I found it, so that if I'm asked to house it again, there won't be any problems. They'll be like, yes, Babz, you can stay here anytime. You know, my favorite thing. And I only live like, around the block, kind of. I could literally walk here. And if I was better, I would. So the Freddie Fixer uh, leads is on the lead story on the Independent with all the great pictures. Who covered it? Oh, Mona. Mona covered it. So it looks so colorful and bright. It's gonna look good in the paper. It's gonna look good in the inner city. These beautiful pictures. So there was protest. Oh, if you read the New Haven Independent, you know that New Haven is a sanctuary city, and Trump. We're on Trump's list of anti everything. Okay, whatever, whatever. Uh, yeah, well, I have this thing every time I see somebody who passed away in their 70s. I'm like, ooh, that's only 10 years for me. Ooh, ooh. So, there was a funk band that I didn't get a chance to go see. I wanted to see at the Cannon. Moving just took so much time. It just took so much time. Uh, there's a woman's body was found in Edgewood Park. No sign of foul play. 31 New Haven at Jasmine Wilkes. I don't think I know her. There's no picture of her. It's a little challenging. I'm sure an autopsy will be done of some sort. And I see Paul Bass got a little story up. Corrupted cut lawmakers. Trump finds common cause. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like it. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff up. Okay. Oh, so if you want to catch up on what's going on in the city, the Independent would be a good way to do that. Um, so feel like you can scroll through. If you spend your time running the streets all weekend, catching up on an Independent might be a good idea. And if you want to know what else is going on in Black folks around the country and around the diaspora, then you hit up the inner city. Because we let folks know what's happening. And our front page is some of the stuff a lot of stuff from the New Haven Independent, which is nice because there are people who read the inner city who have ties to New Haven and want to know what's going on in New Haven, but they also want to know what's going on in other parts of the world. So, so there's a lot of stuff going on. And when you read the inner city, you get a sense of, like ICE raids in Martha's Vineyard. Can you believe that? ICE raids in Martha's Vineyard. Like they had to get on a boat to go over there and deal with that. We're still talking about how Black folks are boycotting Target. We got a piece up remembering George Floyd. It's been 5 years. And we've come so far in 5 years, with first people declaring Black Lives Matter to us now. Well, actually, lives don't matter, or children's lives, or women's lives, or anybody's lives. So there's that part of it. So we got a little bit of everything. The local stuff, of course, the national stuff, the stuff out of off the continent, that kind of stuff. So that's why our digital game looks pretty good. Some health stuff and all that kind of stuff. Looking forward to putting a piece in about Jim Rawls Rollins in a little bit. He passed, and I considered him a friend, and talked to him quite often about sickle cell stuff. And I tell people all the time it was him that got me involved in during the AIDS epidemic. Just touched me so much that I just felt activated to go and volunteer. So I did, and it was good. It was really, really good. So yeah, he will be missed greatly. So I'm looking forward to some kind of memorial service. Uh, oh, I do. Let me see. I'll get back to everybody. Uh, yeah, I got to give some people some dates and times this week. Free market, the annual free market that the Soros do, Deltas do with the Men of Omega local chapter here. They've been doing this for quite some time, and it's up this weekend. So I need to give them some dates, and I will do that today because I've got some dates. I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If I could get people on, that would be good. And then, Harry, I think I have to take a day off because I have a doctor's. Well, I'm off next week, Harry, again. Well, I only took Thursday and Friday off last week, but I've got my last commitment, week-long commitment next week, and Monday through Friday, and then that's it. And then I'm parked here until forever for the rest of the summer until I figure out what the schedule is for school. Once I know what the schedule is, I'll be ready to start, and I'll have a new show schedule. So we'll see. I think it's going to lend itself to being early mornings, which I kind of like. Everybody can get up with Babz. Get up with Babz. Get up with Babz. Get up with Babz. Early morning Babz. I think it'll still be LoveBabz, LoveTalk, just early. We'll see. We'll see who wants to talk to me early in the morning. If I could get guests on at like 7. Did I come on at 7? 6, 7, 8. Get off at 8. We'll see. You might be inclined to do it. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of early risers. I'm one of them. There's a lot of early risers. A lot. So I'm like, okay. Early morning risers. Early morning risers. So that's not too bad. So we'll see what happens. We're talking about it. We are in discussions. And by discussions I mean I'm trying to decide. So Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So anyway, uh that's the that's the show. That's the show, baby. That's the show. I have to go home and I have to set up my desktop and my TV so I can which I don't know where any of that stuff is gonna go. Swear to God. I'm like, I gotta do this. Oh my Lord. So, but you know what? The fun part is the possibilities of new design and new elements of design. It's great. You know, it's great. It's great. So, you know, we'll see how it all plays out. We'll see how it all plays out. And we'll see how it all goes, which I'm loving it. Even though it's a lot, even though you have to contend with so much. So I've not been following too much of the Diddy stuff. My interest is not there. I just it was a lot. I'm not thinking about that. I see Trump has pardoned a whole bunch of people. Um, the Chrisleys. I actually like the Chrisleys. I don't like them for what they did, but I like their reality show. I thought they were engaging and funny and silly. I like them though, you know. So he's been pardoned. He's been on the Mr. Chrisley has been on the injusticeness of what is going on uh, in prisons. So um, so him and his wife were pardoned, and they had long sentences too. Ooh. They served a good amount of time, I think, but they're not serving their whole sentence. And I see John Rowland was pardoned too. That guy. Out of all the people I've ever talked to, he was the worst person I've ever talked to. When Jeff and I were doing Criminal Justice Insider, and he barely spoke to me. He barely spoke to me. And and after the fact, he had said to um to Jeff, he said she, like he wouldn't even use my name. She. She was too aggressive and she blah. I don't think I was aggressive at all. Like I was just talking to you, man. I'm asking you questions that normal people would want to ask you. I didn't. That was. I've only. I think there was only like. I think that probably was the only conversation I ever had on air that I just did not like. That I just didn't like him. And we talked to so many people. Jeff and I, when we were doing Criminal Justice Insider, we talked to a lot of people. And my most favorite one was Gano. He was just like, I'm gonna just talk. I'm gonna talk real talk. So it's funny how two Connecticut people can be very, very similar crimes, different people. Yeah, John Rowland he just was not a nice guy. To this day I still feel like that was the worst. He was the worst guest we ever had. I feel like he was the worst guest I ever had. And I stand on that. I just stand on it. So whatever, whatever it is. So uh, yeah, interesting. So he's got a pardon. I think none of these people served all their time. So okay. So I didn't look at the whole list of people who got freed. And then he freed some black people who it really wasn't freeing. Like the guy that he is doing federal time, but he's got to serve state time. So he's got like 1,000 years of state time. So it just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I don't know how to mess with these people. No, I know people. I feel like people are starting to sort of come together a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. I think people are starting to sort of waking up. They're waking up, I think. So, uh, yeah. I see people protesting. I see these deportations or whatever the hell they're doing. This slave catching, um, is starting to affect people, who are white. They're starting to like, wait a minute, this is not what we meant. This is not what we wanted. I don't know how people get the way they get, but listen, listen. It's it's wild. So I need to probably sit down and take a deep dive in the news and get a sense of what's really happening. I hear a little bit of stuff. I know. Listen, the next election, there's a lot of seats up for grabs, and if Dems don't organize themselves and get it together and get these seats, so they can run these people out of here, and in the Senate and on the House side, there's a lot of seats up. So I'm just, I'm trying to hold myself sacred in these, because 4 years is a long time, and we've already seen so much damage done under this administration. I mean, just thank God the courts are fighting back. Thank God there's some attorneys who are firms that are fighting back. And the firms that are not fighting back, that are caving to all this terrorism that Trump is doling out, that they're going to lose business. The Ivy League ought to stand with Harvard. I don't see white folks don't understand the sense of the need for solidarity in these matters. See, we already know how to do this. We have been doing this since we've been here, so we know how to do it. White folks, every man for themselves foolishness, as if Yale can't get noticed because of Harvard. All the attention is on Harvard, so maybe they won't notice us. Or all the other Ivy League schools. Well, maybe they'll just focus on Harvard and they won't notice us. And I'm like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. He's gonna at some point it's gonna come to you. That's why you have to stand in solidarity. That's the whole point of protest, to gather together. So I'm just putting it out there. So I'm gonna call y'all out. Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, Princeton, Pennsylvania, University of Pennsylvania, and Yale. These are the Ivy League. Y'all got to get 10 toes deep with one another. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, because HBCUs know how to do this. So, and they're starting to do it. So just if they come for, just because they come for Harvard, and you think the attention is off of you because they messing with Harvard, they're gonna come for all of y'all. So you gotta align yourself with Harvard to fight back tyranny. I'm just, heads up, FYI. So anyway, it's been a pleasure. Tomorrow I'll be in my own space. Hopefully, God willing, and I'll be in my own space. Maybe I'll be doing this from the porch. We'll see. We'll see how it goes in the morning. So thanks, Harry. And I hear you got your passport, Harry. Where we going? Harry, I think we should go to Cartagena. We should go there. Cartagena, Cartagena. We should go there. Has the most concentration of black people outside of the continent of Africa. We should go there. Have a good time. All right. Thank y'all. Bye, Paul.
Oh, that's a sound of a worried man. Ha ha, ha 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 ha. That's a sound of having a good time.